Hello ladies, and welcome to the beginning of the week with our Empowered Life sessions. I will be kicking off with this. Today we are doing quarantine cuisine, perfect, sacred, gorgeous, ooey gooey banana bread. So let's begin. I really love banana bread. Who doesn't? Because this recipe is really easy, simple to make. Once you have the ingredients, then you've got them and you can always just whip it out. Ladies who have been to our workshops, our parties, our circles have tried this banana bread, and let me tell you, once you started, you'll never go back. So I'm really excited to share this recipe today because, especially now, we need something to soothe the soul, and this is it, ladies. Okay, let's begin. So what I've started with is 4 bananas in the bowl. You want them to be really ripe, so almost browning, because that's going to get you the best result. So I'm going to start with 4 bananas in the bowl. One of my top tips for making this is that when you start to smash the bananas, got to start the morning the right way. Sorry, someone was just talking about my dance moves. Thanks, Betty. When we are mashing the bananas, you want to just keep them chunky because it really gives the texture of the banana bread. So I have a potato masher, but whatever you want to use, ladies, you use. And I actually really like this part because if you have any sort of like anger that you want to get out or any emotion, start putting it in the banana bread. Here we go, just like this. So I'm just doing it, I'm not mashing it too much because you don't want it to be too gooey. And also, ladies, top tip for life, never take shortcuts. Do not put this into a blender because it just doesn't work. The texture isn't right, the cake isn't right, so don't put it in a blender. And it's also really fun to do it like this, to do it by hand. Back to the old school, girls. So if you haven't got your female empowerment playlist on, get it on now. I'm every woman, and so are you. Okay, so hi Hall, hi Brooke, hi Ash, hi everyone who's watching. So I've just mashed up my 4 bananas. I'm gonna show you like this. Just looks a bit like that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, so I use almond milk, so you need 1/3 cup of whatever milk you want to use, plant-based milk. You can use rice milk, almond milk, even coconut milk works, or real milk, but I really like to use almond milk. So this is 1/3 cup. So that goes in like that. You don't really need to worry about the order that you're putting everything in. You can just all whack it in. So next, this is coconut sugar, and it's really nice. It gives it a really nice texture. And what's great about this recipe is this one is actually vegan, and it's refined sugar-free. The coconut sugar, and we also use maple syrup, it's not too sweet. Whether that's a blessing or a curse because you want to keep going back for more because it's not too sickly, but it's really nice because it's not too sweet. So this in here is 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of coconut sugar. And you can play around if you want to add more next time or you want to add less, but this recipe is basically perfected, but each to their own, each to their own. Okay, so next we've got maple syrup, and we're going to add 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, like so. I'm just generous like that, it doesn't have to be like 100% exact. Bang that in the bowl. Okay, so next we're going to add our oats, and this is 1/2 cup of oats. Whack it in there. Then we have our flour. So this is spelt flour, but I was actually in the supermarket yesterday. I'm in England, and it's crazy that everyone is baking during this time, so there wasn't a large variety of flours on the shelf. So if you found that you don't have spelt flour or you can't get it, then any all-purpose flour will work, a gluten-free flour, but this is spelt flour, and it gives it a really nice texture and full of fibre, and I really like it. So if you have spelt flour or you can get spelt flour, then try and use it. But like I said, times are The times they are a-changing. So whatever flour you can get. Then we're going to add baking powder and baking soda. So half a teaspoon of baking soda and a full teaspoon of baking powder. Whack it in there, ladies. Next, you've got your vanilla essence. No shortcuts in life, exactly, Ash. So 2 tablespoons of vanilla essence. Yum, yum, yum. What I also really love about baking this recipe is that it is an act of self-love and it's fun, and while I'm whacking things in, I'm putting my intentions and I'm creating my relationship with the banana bread, just like when I make cacao. So next, flax seeds, full of omega-3s. They're just really, really delicious and nutritious. So we're going to put 2 tablespoons of flax seeds in there. Nice heat tablespoons, we want to be generous. Delicious and nutritious. So, okay, now a pinch, just a pinch of sea salt. Whack it in there like so. Right, the final ingredient is coconut oil, and coconut oil can harden. So what I've done is I just left it to melt in in hot water. And then, I'll be back 1 second. And then you can see that it becomes liquidy. So you want 1/3 of a cup of coconut oil. Like so. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's good. Now, if you're vegan and you don't want to put chocolate chips in it, then that's absolutely fine. I happen to love chocolate chips, or I'm sure you can find vegan chocolate chips, so we'll whack some chocolate chips in there. And if you like walnuts, you can throw a few in and then save some to decorate on top. Now it's time to mix. This is the fun part. Need to find my wooden spoon. Right, it's here. So now we're going to mix everything in. I'll just show you if I can. Yeah. So we're just mixing everything in. This is also a really nice part, actually, because it's kind of therapeutic. So you want to just make sure that when you're mixing, you don't want any flour pockets. You want to get every part of the flour and every part of the mixture all mixed in, and it's really, really nice. And I'm not adverse to tasting while I go. I have been known to eat half the mixture before I even put it in the tin. And this is really a staple in my household. Everyone that knows me knows that I make this all the time for friends. And especially now, little random acts of kindness are so important and go a long way. And before Pesach, before those who are throwing their flour away and this and that, this can be a really, really, really nice gift to give someone in your building or in your neighbourhood, or somebody that hasn't got access, or, you know, the elderly, or somebody that can't go out to get food. It's just a really, really lovely teaspoons. Yes, did I say tablespoons, Ash? Teaspoons of vanilla. It's a really nice gift. So I'm actually going to give mine to my grandma, and I'm really excited about that. So I've mixed it all in. I'll show you what it looks like. It looks stunning. Okay, so it's all mixed in, and you can see the banana chunks, and that's good. You really want to have banana chunks, and you can see the texture and the consistency. So it should look like that. You know, not too gooey, but not too dry. So now is the time to put it in the tin. I don't actually bother greasing it. You can if you want, but I find that I never actually have a problem getting it out. Banana bread is life. It really, really is. And let me tell you, there's nothing like brewing the kettle, getting a nice cuppa, sitting on the couch with a slice of banana bread. I love to put almond butter and jam on it, or tahini or honey, or sometimes I mix tahini with honey and drizzle it on. Honestly, it is a tantalization of the taste buds. It's a party on your tongue. It's a celebration of the mouth. It soothes the soul, makes the heart sing, and it just makes us really happy. So why not? Why not? It's all about finding those little bursts of joy right now, whilst we're in isolation. And let me tell you, banana bread is a burst of joy. And not only that, it makes the house smell amazing. So you want to have your oven, you should actually, I recommend turning the oven on before you start the process. You want to have the oven on 180 and the perfect amount of time. So this is going to go in the oven right now. Ah, exciting! I'm going to put this in for, let me just show you what it looks like. So it's all evenly in here and you can go like this if you want to even it out. I'm just going to get rid of that bit. So I'm going to put it in the oven and you want to put your timers, ladies, on for 50 minutes, but about a minute or a couple of minutes before that, you want to take it out and just stick your knife in to see the consistency, because the perfect banana bread is dark and goldeny and crisp on the outside and moist and gooey and delicious on the inside. So you don't want it to be too cooked on the inside, which is why I suggest taking it out a minute or 2 minutes before and cutting into it and seeing the texture. And if it is still sticking to the knife and it looks still too wet, then you'll know to put it in for another minute or so. So you just feel it out each time. This is actually one that I made earlier. And it looks like this. So I just put, oh, they're all melting nicely. Chocolate chips all on the top. And I'm gonna cut into it and see what it's like. 'Cause I'm every woman, and so are you, and so are you, and so are you, and so are you. Okay, let's cut into it. Ooh, I'm gonna put you down a second. Get myself out a little plate, don't mind if I do. I'm gonna get it out of here. Well, I've given myself a hunk, but you know, it's Sunday, it's the start of the week. So let me show you what it looks like. So you can see all on the outside, it's golden. And then on the inside, it's really moist and gooey and fluffy. And you can see those bits of banana coming through. I am so excited for you all to make this because I promise you it's going to be a staple in your household. I really would love to see your banana bread creations and get creative. Add a bit of almond butter in the mix if you want, add some raisins, go for it. Make it your own, give it your own flair, but I really, really, really would love to see all your creations. And I'm gonna wait for this to cook whilst having a cup of tea, going to sit down on the couch, enjoy my banana bread, and have a great morning. And I really wish the same for you. A great start of the week, and we've got some amazing, amazing, amazing content and videos coming up from some incredible powerhouse women. So don't forget to check in later today at 5 p.m. Israel time. And tomorrow and all week, I'm really, really, really excited for what's in store. So get your banana cakes in now before Pesach comes. Love you all. I'm gonna show you my bread one more time. Yum. Just look at that, look at that. And it's so nice because all those chocolate chips that I added to the top are gonna just melt. Mwah, 'cause you're every woman, it's all in you.